We're Hayley and Jake. This is Finnley, and this is our van that we're calling home as we drive from Vancouver, Canada to Cancun, Mexico. In this video, we're visiting the iconic Yosemite National Park, the first land that was protected because of its natural beauty.
Everything is so pretty.
Join us as we take in the incredible sights of Yosemite. Our first morning was an early one. Starting in Mariposa, we headed into the rolling hills of the Sierra National Forest and followed the Merced River into Yosemite Valley.
We're almost at Yosemite. We've been driving through a bit of a canyon to get in. This is a really cool way to enter the park.
At some stage, these blocks of granite came tumbling down from cliffs above and fortuitously came to rest leaning on each other. The hole has been enlarged just to be sure that all vehicles will be able to fit through it.
That's cool.
Welcome to Yosemite!
We've made it to Yosemite National Park and we are making our first stop. We are at Tunnel View Lookout and we have a gorgeous view, so we're excited to go explore.
From the Tunnel View Lookout, we could see the entire valley floor, surrounded by iconic landmarks such as El Capitan, Half Dome, Bridal Veil Falls, and Cathedral Rocks. Over 1 million years ago, the valley was filled with glacial ice. As the glacier slowly receded, it carved away the overlying rock, leaving behind the granite valley we see today.
Everything is so pretty. We're barely gotten into the valley and we're just stopping everywhere to take pictures and to, look at the views and look at climbers. That's crazy.
So today is going to be a lot of driving and stopping and getting out and checking out all the beautiful views. Right now we are sitting in front of El Capitan and Bridal Veil Falls. Bridal Veil Falls is closed because they're doing some maintenance work on the parking lot, so we can't hike up to see it, but we can still get beautiful views of it from a distance. Standing at over 3,000 feet tall, El Capitan towers over the valley. Its hard granite surface makes it very popular for rock climbing.
There's just some climbers up there.
There's a climber climbing it right now, and it's really hard to see. I took a video, but I don't even know if we'll be able to see it in there. But it really puts El Capitan to scale. It's like a tiny little ant crawling up the face of it. It's really incredible. We continued driving around the valley loop, trying to take in the incredible views above us.
So we finished the Valley Loop drive and went to the visitor center. There we asked where we could take Finnley around and she said we can walk them wherever there's pavement. So there's a nice loop that goes around the valley and up to Yosemite Falls. So we're gonna be spending a bit of today walking towards the falls, walking Finnley around, and just checking out the Yosemite Valley region. We're camping here tonight, and then tomorrow we'll check out the Mariposa Grove area. Yosemite Falls is one of the highlights of the area. It's one of the tallest waterfalls, I think, in North America, and that's because they count the upper and lower falls as one. So we're here in November and the falls are on. They're pretty good right now, but I don't think they're quite at full strength, but it's still beautiful to see.
We continued our walk, stopping to admire the massive boulders and trees along the way. All along the path, we can walk through all of the trees and the massive boulders. And the trees are really cool because it looks like they have scales. The trees eventually opened up to a beautiful meadow, which gave panoramic views of the valley. It's really cool just walking through the valley and looking up at all these beautiful rocks. Like Half Dome!
I'm not a rock climber, but kind of want to try rock climbing here.
So we weren't exactly sure about coming here in November because it is winter and we weren't sure how much we were going to be able to see from the snow, but we have been pleasantly surprised by how great Yosemite is in winter. We are here in mid-November and you can still see all of the stunning views, but the crowds are next to nothing. There are definitely still people here, but we can enjoy the park without heaves of people. It's supposed to get really busy here, especially in the summer.
The trade-off is that the northern part of the park is inaccessible at the moment, but as long as you're seeing the valley or Mariposa Grove, this is a perfect time to be coming.
We said goodbye to Half Dome and made our way to the base of El Capitan to watch sunset.
We came to the base of El Capitan to watch sunset like was recommended at the visitor center. It looks like we got here just in time.
So to climb El Capitan, which is really popular with the rock climbing community, we don't rock climb, but it takes a couple days to climb. So we've been told you can come here and then you can watch the rock climbers, but then when it starts getting dark, they'll all turn their headlamps on and then you'll be able to spot them easier, setting up camp on the side of El Capitan.
Set up camp. Yeah, there's two of them. That's cool.
On the face of El Capitan, there's a love heart, and if you've seen the documentary Free Solo, it's all about Alex Honnold, who climbed up El Capitan without any ropes or safety supports, and the route he took was up the side of the love heart.
We decided to stay the night, so we are camping in the Upper Pine campground. So we're just gonna head there now, and hopefully you can see some really nice stars tonight.
The next morning we woke with the sun, made coffee, and from the van we watched the first light seep into the valley.
Campsite in the Yosemite Valley. Good morning. It is the start of day 2 in Yosemite. We spent the last night staying in the Upper Pine campground, which was really nice. It saved us having to drive out and then back into the park. It's bright and early, so we're going to go walk the Mirror Lake Loop and get a good view of Half Dome. And then we're going to keep checking out the valley and then head to Mariposa Grove. The accessible Mirror Lake Trail is a road, which is why we're allowed to have Finnley on it. There is also an unpaved trail that is not dog friendly, but this area is super accessible. You can drive up if you have mobility issues, but the rest of us get to walk the 1 mile in. So it's a very popular and very easy trail for people to do coming into the park. We made it to Mirror Lake. It's a nice little trail. It's about 1.5 miles each way. And here we're at the base of Half Dome, so we have really cool granite views. And there is a lake which creates a mirror pool that reflects all the mountains around, which is why it's called Mirror Lake. It sometimes dries up in the fall, but because it is November, it's nice and mirrored and nice and cool, and we're just walking around enjoying all the trees and the views. Everything is so pretty, we still have to take pictures every couple seconds.
We slowly made our way back to the van and began the climb out of the valley towards Mariposa Grove.
So we reached the south side of the park and we were hoping to go to Mariposa Grove. The shuttle, it turns out, is closed for the winter. And it's a bit late in the day for us to hike in, so we're not going to be going to Mariposa today. It looks like we're nearing the end of Yosemite, but that's okay because in the next couple days we're going to be going to Sequoia National Park and Kings Canyon National Park as well.
Join us as we continue our journey south. In our next video, we'll be visiting Sequoia National Park.